Test, test. Good afternoon. It's noon on December 19th. I want to welcome everybody to this meeting of the Wisconsin Presidential Electors. My name is Michael Haas. I'm the administrator of the Wisconsin Elections Commission, and it is my honor and privilege to open up this meeting. The Wisconsin Elections Commission is the state agency that administers and enforces Wisconsin's election laws. In partnership with county clerks and municipal clerks and election inspectors who work at the polls, we administered last month's general election as well as the recount of the presidential election, which recently concluded. I want to first thank those local election officials, those tens of thousands of our neighbors across Wisconsin for their hard work in conducting the election. That election has brought us to this point, the ending process in the presidential election, at least at the state level. Each political party which qualified to have their candidate on the ballot met to select the 10 individuals who would serve as presidential electors in the event their candidate won the presidential contest in Wisconsin. Today's meeting is required under the U.S. Constitution as well as federal and state laws. And today is where those 10 presidential electors will formally cast votes for president and vice president. The Donald Trump-Mike Pence ticket won in Wisconsin with 1,405,284 votes. And therefore, Republican Party presidential electors have earned the right to cast Wisconsin's 10 electoral votes. On behalf of the Wisconsin Election Commission, I congratulate the winning ticket of Donald Trump and Mike Pence and the Republican Party. Before we begin, I want to also briefly thank our staff who have been involved in organizing and facilitating this meeting, especially Diane Lowe, our lead election specialist, who have prepared all the documents and will be taking minutes for this meeting. Ross Hine, Allison Coakley, and Nate Judnick are also present. They will help if there's any questions or audience management issues. And speaking of that, we appreciate the large interest in this meeting, both at the state level and the national level. We do want to conduct this meeting in the Wisconsin way. We want it to be civil and respectful. I would ask people to silence cell phones. As you know, we have a sign outside. No signs are allowed in the meeting. Please keep conversation to a minimum so that electors can perform their duties. We do ask the audience to remain seated. We do have 2 overflow rooms. 400 Southeast is on this side, and 415 Northwest is out this way. If there are any individuals, if the room gets too crowded, we are asking folks to go to those rooms where you can listen to the proceedings. If there are any loud conversations or disruptions, which we did not expect, we will ask that you please take those outside. A couple of notes for the electors. You have buttons in front of you, the green button that says speak. Please remember to press that if you are speaking. The red button will turn off your microphone. WisconsinEye is covering this meeting. And it's a common occurrence when we are at these meetings to just forget that piece of protocol, but please use those microphone buttons. With that, we can start the proceedings, and my duties here are going to be brief. We have called the meeting to order. The certificates of election have been distributed to the electors, and so at this point, it is up to the electors to nominate and elect a chairperson for this meeting and a secretary. So I would entertain a motion to elect a chairperson.
I move to nominate Brad Courtney as our chairman for this meeting.
I second the motion.
Should you state Kim Travis?
Oh, Kim Travis.
Kathleen Kernan.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Any other nominations? Any discussion? We have a motion and a second to elect Brad Courtney as chairperson for this meeting. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. Congratulations, Mr. Courtney. You are the chair for the rest of the meeting.
Thank you so much, and welcome everybody. Our first order of business, we need to elect a secretary to And so could I have a motion for secretary?
Mr. Chairman, I nominate Kathy Kernan.
Kim Babler nominates Kathy Kieran. Do we have a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second that.
Brian Westrate is the second. Do we have any other nominations? Do we have any other nominations? Do we have any discussion? All those in favor of Kathy Kieran, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Chair, congratulations, Kathy.
You?
Now I'd like Kathy Kieran to proceed with the roll call of electors.
Kim Travis.
Here.
Kim Babler.
Present.
Brian Westrate. Here. Brad Courtney.
Present.
Kathleen Kiernan. Present. Dan Fine.
Here.
Jim Miller is absent today. Bill Berglund.
Here.
Steve King.
Here.
Mary Bustron.
Here.
That concludes the roll.
Thank you so much.
I nominate Kevin Hermaning
Kevin
to replace
Hermaning,
Jim
I'm
Miller
sorry,
as 7th
yes.
District.
Okay,
Mary
Brian
Bustron.
Westrate, we have a motion. Do we have a second for that? Second. Kim Babler? Kim Babler? Okay, do we have any other nominations? Do we have any other do we have any other nominations? Any discussion? All those in favor of seating Kevin Hermaning as the 7th District Elector, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing that, congratulations, Kevin.
I'll just clarify one thing. I already made a mistake on the buttons. The green button, all you have to do is press on or off. Just disregard the red button. Thank you.
Thank you. Now it's we need to entertain a motion to proceed with voting for president and vice president. Do we have a motion to proceed with the ballots for president of the United States?
So moved.
Brian Westrate? Steve King? Do we have any other nominations? Do we have any other nominations? Okay, now the motion to proceed. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We proceed. Okay. So now do we hand out the ballots?
Well, I think that motion was that just for president to proceed?
All right. Okay. Now we need a vote motion now to, for vice president, although, do we hear any motions for vice president of the United States?
I so move for Mike Pence.
Kim Babler?
Hang on a sec. This is just the motion to proceed with the vote.
Okay, this is just the motion to proceed with the vote. Kim Babler? Mary Bustron? Okay, any other nominations? Any other nominations? Let the motion proceed then. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none? 10-0. Okay, now I need to appoint two tellers previously. I appoint Steve King and Mary Bustron to serve as tellers. Okay. Steve, would you like to distribute the ballots? These are written ballots with one name on the ballot. For this ballot, it has on the name Donald J. Trump. I'll just allow time for everybody to fill out their ballot. Has everybody filled out their ballot? Okay. Could one of the tellers accept the ballots? Okay, now I'd like to distribute the tellers. I'd like you to distribute the ballots for Vice President of the United States. Thank you. Okay. Okay, sure. Thank you, tellers, for tallying the votes. The votes are 10 votes, Donald J. Trump. Should I just wait for it to die down? You tell me when, I'll just tell. I don't think it's gonna break down. Okay, and the votes for Vice President, 10 votes, Mike Pence. Okay, now Mike's gonna pass out the forms that we need to sign to formalize and legalize this.
Just on the back? Got it, thank you.
There are about 6 certificates we have to sign. 6 certificates we have to sign. I'm just going to pass the mic over to Mike.
So,
You just sold us out of this world. We're all gonna go
So-
to war and die because of you people. You have no right. No right. We're all gonna go to war and die. Thanks to you.
so just so that the public knows what the process is at this point, the electors are each signing the certificates of votes cast. There are 6 original certificates that need to be signed by each elector. One certificate is sent to Vice President Biden as President of the U.S. Senate. 2 are deposited with the Wisconsin Elections Commission. 2 are sent by registered mail to the archivist of the United States at the National Archives and Records Administration. And 1 certificate is deposited with the Chief Judge of the United States District Court for the Western District in Madison, Wisconsin. After these certificates are signed, and we verify that each are signed by all the electors, then that will conclude the business, and there will be a motion to adjourn the meeting.
It's not about parties, it's about the law. Just pick one person that you have voted for.
I'm gonna take a picture of that. The last one. Do we have to do a bunch of them?
That's the last one.
I am embarrassed to be an American today. I'm embarrassed. At his rallies, he encouraged people to commit violence against anyone who disagreed with him. I really don't understand.
Certificates are all signed.
Yeah, okay. Motion for adjournment? Okay, we've done our task. Do we have a motion for adjournment? Mary Bustrin, Dan Fine. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned, thank you.
So we should have you and Kathy stamp to sign. We have some other documents.
You bet. Okay.
And we're very, as I said, very pleased with our results to date. Through yesterday, we have collected $111,959.40 from 263 members. We have a goal of $160,000. And remember, most importantly, we're hoping for at least 95% participation. So as I watch all these new members coming on board, that's working against us. So maybe we should have pushed that off until, bringing them on board. No, anyway, no. But we're happy to see new members, and we're well on our way, and we're ahead of last year, and so very excited. One of the key communications we use to let you, the members, know how we distribute our funds from our Madison Rotary Foundation is our annual report. Our foundation just completed its annual audit, and today there are copies of the annual report at each of the tables. Please pick up a copy, take it with you, and review it so you can see all of the great things that we do in our community. Your gifts to our annual fund drive provide the cash awards we give to over 40 students during our annual Youth Awards Luncheon. You can read about the 2016 recipients on page 25 of the reports on your table. Pages 28 and 29 list the other grants we were able to fund in 2016 due to your generous support of our fund drive last year. So help us to be able to continue supporting so many terrific projects and programs in our community by making your gift to our annual fund drive. And if you give now, you will save our committee the time and postage involved in sending you a reminder letter next week. And